All right, good afternoon. It is Tuesday, the 10th of June. I am sitting at the Green Turtle in White Marsh, which is in Nottingham, Maryland. And I just wanted to make a little recap video from the sale on Sunday. I think it went extremely well for my first solo sale. Let me see, to critique myself, I think my departure plan could have been a little bit better. I mean, I pretty much knew where we were going, what we were doing, but I just wish I would have had a little bit more planfulness as to where I raised my sail and, point the sail initially. And then the only other critique I had was I should have tried a little harder to heave to. The boat appeared not to hove to or heave to very well, and I kind of just gave up on it and got close to the land and ended up dropping the hook and anchoring. But that was cool too. Anchoring on my own for the first time was also a skill that I wanted to demonstrate for myself. And then of course, coming back to port, real critical of myself there. I think my approach was good. There was a couple of other boats coming in. There was one behind me. There was another charter boat that was in the berth right next to us that was coming up. And then there was another charter boat trying to grab a mooring ball. So there was a couple things going on, trying to get into this small little channel that led to the slip. I give myself maybe an 80, 85. The only thing I think I really messed up on is I approached the berth, which would have been to starboard. My approach was perfect. It was slow. It was controlled. Felt like a little bit of current, but I was managing it well. I had a little bit of wind blowing the bow down, and what happened was I tried to get too close to help my line handler get the jack line off the piling, and eventually the wind blew the bow into the boat in the slip next to the slip we were getting into. It was no major thing, but the anchor eventually of the boat that we were docking next to, the anchor caught on to a lifeline on the boat that we were in. So it got snagged up. It took us every bit of 30 seconds just to get it down. One of the line handlers from the charter company just came out and he, fiddled around with the anchor on the other boat and came right loose. But just to critique myself, I wish I would have done that a little bit better. Stayed off. I stayed off probably 3 feet. I probably should have stayed off 5 to 10 feet with that wind blowing. But hey, you live and you learn. I think that was a great lesson. But overall, it was pretty good. I think we had a great day. I learned something about sailboats that's purely for entertainment. That it's really hot out there sometimes, and if you don't have a good amount of canvas, your crew who aren't sailors may be a little how can I say this, surprised at how hot it gets out there. So I would think a little bit of advanced notice to them to dress cool, dress lightly, and to wear a big hat. Because most boats don't have a genset that would have air conditioning available to you, for small charter boats at least, to stay cool inside the cabin. So everybody's going to have to be outside, which is the joy of sailing. But for those novices who aren't into it for that type of experience, maybe a little hot under the collar. So other than that, I think we had a great sail on Sunday. I give myself an 80, 85. I think I was handled the boat really well, especially with no crew, or rather no experienced crew. I was the only person on the boat that had been sailing more than once, because Kim had been sailing before. But and she was helpful too. But we did pretty good. Damon, great. Tiffany, great. The girls, Demori and Manjiru, were great. So we had a pretty good time. So looking forward to it. And now I'm addicted. I think I'm going to take my kids out on a small keel boat that I learned to sail on. just to get them a little bit more familiar with the wind and the responsiveness of a more responsive boat. I learned to sail on a Rainbow 24 at the Annapolis School of Sailing, and as a graduate I get a discount, so I think I'm going to take them down there one day during the summer when work's not too busy. Just jump down there for an afternoon sail, stay out for 3 hours or so, and show them a little bit more of this passion of ours called sailing. So it's great, feeling good, and looking forward to going out again. I posted 2 videos online, and I've got a bunch of friends asking to go out and to learn how to sail, or at least to enjoy the water. And that's the whole purpose of this, to give others access to the water and to hopefully see the joy in sailing. Just the wind, baby. All right. Have a blessed day. Peace.